Good. All right. Hello. My name is Eric Mercier with Winding River Construction. We are out here today for a homeowner, Mr. Osborne, Eric Osborne. And so we're out here today to verify the project and make sure that we're doing things, per code and also the manufacturer's installation requirements. So the homeowner here, he has an insurance claim. The insurance company has approved slopes of damage to his roof. So this slope down here that this seat cushion here is on, the insurance company has approved to pay to replace this slope. So what we're doing here today, we want to verify some things. We want to show some things off as well. So the way that this roof was installed, they did what's called a closed valley. There's a couple different ones. You could do an open valley with valley metal that's going down this, or you can do a closed valley like this, where the shingles are woven into the other side. And so the issues that we have here with this, they have paid to replace this. But if you look, this valley here, these shingles from this slope going over to this slope, and I've measured out here, they go over, per the manufacturer, they have to go over a minimum of 12 inches. So when you're doing a closed valley, you need to have your shingles going from one slope to the other. But then even underneath that, there's a valley liner. And that valley liner, ice and water shield, is 3 feet in width, okay? So what we did here, we also took a measurement. So 18 inches of this is overlapping on this side over here, and then you got another 18 over here, okay? We verified that there is ice and water shield down at the eaves and at the valley down here near our ladder. So there is ice and water shield. We have photos of that as well. So we wanted to have a visual representation of the difficulties to do just this spot replacement of a slope. These shingles are overlapped from here to here at a minimum of 12 inches. So because they did a closed valley, right, when we go to remove these shingles here, we're going to affect this slope here. Now, even more so, we're going to affect even more because we have to reinstall ice and water shield. It is already currently existing, but it is it is a building code requirement in Ohio that it has to go down all valleys and it has to go on all of your eaves. So at a minimum, we're going to be affecting this slope at least 18 inches. So I wanted to try to verify and I put a shingle here just to kind of demonstrate how it overlaps. It's underneath there going there. We're going to have to affect this slope. It's not possible to remove these shingles and not get to this other slope, and to reinstall the roof back to the way that it was, and also reinstall the ice and water shield requirements for code. But I wanted to verify and try to see the kind of condition that this slope is also in. If we were to try to remove these shingles from here, we need to come, again, at least 18 inches all the way over here. So I'm trying to unseal this shingle gently, not trying to force this open, but this is right here. So the shingle tore, okay? This roof is quite brittle. These shingles, I'm just trying to break that sealant, the tar seal, because we're gonna have to, again, I gotta get all the way at least over here. So this entire shingle needs to be removed. So again, I'm gonna take pictures here. So the shingle tore right here. I wanna take a photo of this. We're gonna include a report of all of our photos, but also a video. We like to provide a video just to kind of show you us walking through what we have to do in order to, fulfill the repair, but also do it in a way that's code compliant and manufacturer compliant. So, got a tear here. Now, you can't see it here, but the shingles, this side, unless you came over here with the camera, but this shingle underneath here, trying to get it unsealed, it tore this whole bottom shingle right here. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. It tore the shingle. It's just sealed down pretty well, but it's also older and brittle at the same time. So again, I just want to verify what kind of condition this is in, if it's even feasible or if it's even possible to remove these shingles without damaging them. So you can kind of see, if I pull this up, you can see that the shingles definitely go overlapped. You can kind of see they're definitely overlapped to here. So that's number one. So we see that it's going to be an issue with trying to just remove that. We know that that's going to be an issue. These shingles are going to be affected and they are going to be damaged. The other thing is, as you can see, if we look over here, now what I've done here too, this is the ITEL recommended shingle as a replacement. As we can see, it's not exactly a perfect match. It's definitely sticking out. It's much lighter. It's not cooperating with me. It's much lighter than the slope. So why is that important? So when we look up here, at a minimum, if the insurance company, if you just gave us an additional, call it 5 square, because this is going to go up this valley, this side, come up here, it's going to affect this side as well. So let's say you allot an additional 5 square to repair and replace. Well, the issue is it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. These shingles are significantly lighter than this. So when we do that, it's not going to restore this back to a reasonable appearance. It's going to have very light shingles going down this valley. So in my opinion, this needs to be replaced as well. And then it's going to turn into, again, because your ice and water shield in this valley is 18 inches. We see it goes all the way up here. It's going to affect these shingles. We see how they're damaged during the removal. It's going to damage these as well. This also needs to be replaced. And then lastly here, we did other, because if that's the case, and we have to replace this, when we come up here, now the previous installer, they did a great job. They did exactly what the CertainTeed installation guide recommends. What it requires is your underlayment from this slope needs to overlap at a minimum 6 inches. So at a minimum, so I drew out 2 lines here to show this is 6 inches here, this is 6 inches here. So it needs to minimum go over here. So we're at least affecting another 2-3 rows of this back slope. Okay. Now, this underlayment could be a foot, could be 18 inches, I don't know. I have no idea. I would have no idea until I tear this off. However, at a minimum, we need to replace, so we take this ridge vent off, we're gonna need to replace some of these shingles. We need to pull them up to find the end lap of the underlayment so that we can properly overlap this. Then what you do is you cut after you overlap it, then you're gonna cut where the hole is for this, but this way you're ensuring that you got that overlap from here from the front to the back slope, okay? Well now, as we already know, we see that the shingles are very brittle. They've been damaged. So that's gonna turn into this back slope where it's gonna be damaged as well. We see just in a simple, just trying to unseal a shingle, it's tearing, they're being damaged, they're very brittle. Well, now this becomes this slope here. And as we see, same issue here. This slope is this slope is overlapped here, another 12 inches. So here, but again, 18 inches, ice and water shield's coming up here. So this is going to affect this slope as well. And then here, your underlayment is overlapping from here to here. It's then going to affect the rest of this. And as we come down here, same thing, it's going down to valleys. This is all interconnected. It's going to cause the exact same issues on every single slope. So now on the back, the insurance company has paid for this back slope. But if you come over here, I'd like you to come over here and show on this back slope. So this is paid to be replaced. But if we look at the edge, you've got 3 feet there of no ridge vent. And again, the underlayment, we've already verified. They've done it the correct way. That's the way that it's supposed to be done. It needs to be overlapped from one slope to another. This ensures that no water gets in that area. So again, it's gonna go to the front slope. And now when you come to the front slope, it has the same thing. It has a dormer off of the front. You've got 2 valleys, and then it's the exact same scenario here in the front slope. You have the same scenario. Your ice and water shield, your shingles, they're not gonna reasonably appearance match this side, but also we know that they're gonna get damaged during the repair. So, in my opinion, based on this, the entire roof, to do this code compliant and per the manufacturer, it needs to be the entire roof. So we're gonna take our pictures, we're gonna put together our video, and we're gonna send over our report and everything that we've went through and send it over to the insurance company.